wow.
Welcome to DogStar.
Each week we sit down with a star of rap and R&B, and this week we have the pleasure of sitting down with ZaeeCuttz.
Yo.
How you feel?
Good. You know, nice day outside. I'm just playing. It's snowing.
Yeah, blizzard out.
We really appreciate you stopping by DogStar Studios to chat with us, chat with fans, give us a peek behind the curtain. We know you're a busy artist.
Yeah, definitely been booked and busy. Just came from a big PAPERCHASERZ weekend, you know.
PAPERCHASERZ, that's the new squad.
Yeah, you know.
That's what's up. Well, we'll hopefully end with that, but let's start all the way back at the beginning.
Hop in the time machine.
We really want to know. We growing up, did you have any, were your parents musical artists at all, or any siblings, or how did music enter your life?
And we're talking Miami still, or pre-Minnesota?
I say Miami. Really wasn't nothing out there. I ain't stay out there that long.
Mm-hmm.
But Minnesota-wise, no. I say my mom grew up listening to music a lot, but like anybody that do music, no, my mom did poetry as a kid. Yeah.
Okay, more written, or did she do like poetry jams, poetry slams?
More written.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Have you been given the opportunity to read any of your mother's poetry?
No, she won't let me read none yet.
No.
Not yet, but someday. Did you know when you were growing up that she did poetry as well?
Yeah, she told me when she found out I started rapping. I started at 11, so
okay.
Whoa.
Once she heard me first started rapping, she was like, I used to do poetry, but she never showed me none yet.
Yeah, one day, I'm sure.
I'm still waiting on that day.
So started rapping at 11. So started recording yourself, or started rapping with
freestyling.
Okay.
I was freestyling with my godbrother. We had just freestyled in his room a lot, and I don't know. I just got hooked on it. I just kept going. I ain't stopped.
That's
hooked
nuts.
you ever since. I love it.
Yeah.
And was he making beats at the time, or where did you guys find the beats? YouTube beats, hunting early on.
We'd just rap off different artists like T.I., Dr. Dre, Tupac, artists like that.
And then were you going by ZaeeCuttz when you first started rapping, or what? Yeah, we love knowing the
timeline, the evolution.
So I went by AZ first. Okay. That was my first rap name growing up.
Okay.
How I got that is because my real name, ZaeeCuttz, I guess, came with some of my friends. We was just in a room rapping, but I cut hair. So I was cutting their hair for a while, and I guess one day my brother just came up with it. He was like, "Oh, you should go by ZaeeCuttz."
Boom.
At first, I was like, nah, but it just got the hang of it. Everybody started calling me that. Nobody stopped, so I just went with it.
That's nice.
And it grew on me. It got bigger. Now it's getting bigger.
Yeah, well, you probably weren't cutting hair at 11. When did cutting hair start coming into play?
I was 14, 15. I started cutting hair. My stepdad, he started showing me with razors. It started with razors at first.
Whoa.
Because he was bald. So,
he needed somebody to hit the bag.
Yeah, when they can't see. So I was helping. But I really wanted to learn, actual learn. So I started lining up his beard. He bought liners for me. And I just kept going, cutting hair. All my friends, they asked me, "Oh, Zay, come cut my hair." So I'll be cutting their hair before we went out to the clubs or before we went out to parties.
Yeah.
And just come. At first, it was free, but I started charging $5.
Mm-hmm.
So, but they was just telling me "Oh, you should go to school for it." So I was like, I think about it, but now I'm finna looking into it now, going to barber school.
Oh, nice. Getting a certification. Is that how that works? You get a...
The license, the barber license,
okay,
yeah.
Yep.
But
that's nice.
That's the next step, cutting hair and owning a barbershop.
Leveling up everything.
Yeah.
Back to freestyling with your godbrother.
Yeah.
Were you doing this in front of the family, or was it just
In
kind of
front
tucked
of
away in his room?
Nah, at first we was because I was shy,
Mm-hmm.
but I started getting into it. Like I spit something just off the dome. I started off writing, but I got tired of it because I always get stuck or frustrated. So I just started freestyling.
Yeah.
Anything that I said, I just try to make it make sense or critique it after it's recorded, laid out.
Whoa.
And then my first studio session, I was 15. I did it with Levels. I don't know if you know who Levels is.
From the
but
music videos, I would think is how we found his.
yeah. So
He
I
does
started.
beats and stuff.
Yep, he does
Yeah.
beats. He was doing his own studio right out of his apartment. He had bought his own equipment. That's what made me want to buy mines.
Yeah.
You know, some people are charged, they'll keep taxing. So I wanted to get my own equipment. I saved up a lot of money just to get one. And now I mix and master my own music.
Yo.
That's huge.
You'd just be
Yeah.
able to wake up,
Yeah.
record.
Not have to wait on
Yeah.
anybody.
No, you ain't got to wait on nobody. You ain't got to pay for nobody. You just wake up and do it your own self. I learned from him and going to different people's studio or having different people who's done BandLab or Pro Tools, Logic Pro. But I mainly use GarageBand, but a lot of what I'm doing is like my real authentic voice. So like I just critique myself, try and get better and better.
I mean, that makes it easier. Yeah, you don't need Pro Tools to mix your voice down if it's just you. That's nice.
So yeah.
That's cool. What music were you listening to early on? Was it other rappers that like you have like basically a bare voice, like I don't know, like Benny the Butcher style?
Really, it was just the Chicago artists for me. It was like more of like G Herbo, Chief Keef, Lil Mouse, Polo G. It's more of those. Once I started listening to the Chicago artists, I don't know, it just made me want to rap more on that drill side of rap. But I don't know, now I'm learning to be more versatile, more into different stuff. So
That's fun. I mean, not being in a box. You
Right.
can-
yeah.
Is there a genre that right now you're like, I'd never touch that, or you're getting more open-minded creatively?
I say like, I don't know.
You can start
I
singing
don't know.
on
I
tracks.
say really, if you want to talk about like rock and roll, really, or like R&B, ain't really my thing.
Okay.
I wouldn't
okay.
touch those.
Right.
But like some down the line, classical type of jazz, I'd probably touch that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be
Nice.
sick.
Yeah.
That is sweet. Yeah. So we found the earliest music I think that you have out is on SoundCloud under AZ225 or 255.
Yeah.
And then
Type.
is that a area code? What is
255 was like, that was like an area code. I don't even know what area code that is. I just used it because it was easier to get on. Like it was just something I had just picked, 255. That was just something I could remember. It was like my old Twitter account.
Aha, yeah.
And did those days come before working with Level? Like, what were you recording on in the AZ days?
I did a song called Crazy Story with him, which is a King Von beat. I did Exposing Me, which is a FBG Duck beat. And Recovery, which is another King Von beat. So
Okay.
I've done like a couple of songs. Rubbing Off the Pink by YBN in the Mirror. I've done a remix to that.
Yeah.
I done a lot of songs with him, I ain't gonna lie. I did a tribute to my uncle who's locked up in jail. I did a song for him. So we've worked in the studio for like 3-4 years. 3-4 years, yeah.
And
sweet.
what makes a good collaborator? You know, we did notice there's not a lot of features on your tracks.
No.
Do you enjoy working with a skeleton crew or by yourself?
I do enjoy working and rapping by myself, but I will accept features. I do got a couple features. I ain't gonna name them yet. And they're surprise.
In the vault. Yeah, I did find a song with Desi Williams.
Devin Williams.
We got
He
all
go
of
by DZ Williams, yeah.
DZ, that's right. That's right.
I got a couple songs with him. Painful Grace and Don't Play With Me.
Oh,
That was a
nice.
couple songs I got with him. Freestyle off the dome, no written. So we did that.
What?
Yeah, I got a couple songs with my cousin Antonio. We got a whole mixtape, actually.
Oh,
So
that's
I
what's
do
up.
got a couple artists. I do got a couple
Right,
features.
right,
But it
right.
sounds
Just-
like they gotta be.
yeah.
It sounds like
I
you're.
mean, me. It's like you gotta have flavor. Like you just
Mm-hmm.
gotta have that flavor. Like it's a lot of artists actually right now that I'm willing to work with or actually want to work with. But and I do actually have a couple artists that's in the vault right now with features
Mm-hmm.
with me. Some of y'all know them, some of y'all don't.
That's
Oh.
exciting. That's
Surprising.
exciting. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
And yeah, so SoundCloud's got a bunch of the songs. YouTube, you've got a bunch of music videos. On Spotify, is that a different artist name, or are you just not really
No, I
messing with?
I go by ZaeeCuttz on Spotify, Apple Music, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music. You can find me anywhere. It's
Boom,
just it's different types. Like I don't know. Some people I'll tell you how to spell it. Like basically, like I'll
Yeah.
show you. I
Yeah,
have to show you.
yeah, no problem. No
What
problem.
what do you look for in collaborators? Again, I know you said you got to have a unique voice, you got to have that flavor, but
Like
will you tell if someone does have enough flavor, will you wait 3 months for them to write a verse or
Yeah, you seem
Nah,
2
very-
years for them to write a verse?
nah, we
gotta be
go,
quick.
Yeah, we go straight to the studio.
Okay.
Yeah, it's that day. it seems like.
It's a lot of artists that I like right now in Minnesota that's hot, like Milo Flexin, KT Mello, Lonnie 808.
Mm.
It's a couple female artists like Vina, Carson. I like a couple artists like that, that flavor, that real sauce.
Yeah.
They go hard on their music.
Right.
So,
They've
I
got
like it.
the powerful voices. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What about recording yourself? So you record yourself at home, and you say you mix and master that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you learn how to do that? Is it just
Levels taught me how to do basically like the basics, other than like mixing and mastering and like learning how to play with your voice and stuff like that. I just play with it,
Mhm.
learn it on my own. If I mess up, I just go back over it, redo it, reset it, just keep going till I figure it out.
Trial and error. Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically all I do. Other than that, I'll be open to learn more things, like go to other people's studio, learn how they do it, watch them.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of studios I actually been in, like Trap City Studios. That's another one of the studios I went to.
Sick.
And then, yeah, my friends got their Stu Mans. That's in home too. So,
Yeah. What further advice would you give maybe some up and coming artists who are getting overwhelmed with maybe paying studio fees, paying people who aren't getting
I'd
back to them in
say-
time and want to do it themselves?
I ain't gonna lie, if you want to do it yourself, I'd say really, truthfully, either save up a lot of money, buy your own equipment, and learn from your old studio mans. Learn from friends who's been on different studio equipment in general. It's not that hard, but it's not that easy neither. It gets frustrating too, but saves me money. So I advise y'all to do it. Independent artists, I advise. It's easy to me.
Words of wisdom. No,
Yeah.
thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
And then I think we met you first or saw you first at one of those $1,000 AK events, or maybe it was
Yeah.
a car event.
Caboose era.
But
Yeah, I think it was I think it probably Red Sea or the Caboose.
right, when did performing in front of an audience start in your musical career? Because I know you might be able to go a while just dropping stuff on SoundCloud, maybe showing people at school.
Yeah.
But when do you hit the stage with your music for the first time?
Yeah, what age
I
is that?
say it's been three years now since I've been performing on the stage. Shouts out Wuda. The Red Sea was the first place I did actually do a show at, and I just kept going. Like the first time, I ain't gonna lie, I was nervous holding the
Really?
mic. Yeah, I was very nervous, but I don't know. I grew into it. Like I just grew into it. Brought more people that I felt comfortable seeing in the audience.
Right.
And once that happened, and a lot of fans like me, I just keep turning up every show.
Yeah. Have you been able to like steadily grow your fan base from before you were performing? Or,
Yeah,
like,
before I was performing, I was getting used to just bringing people I know. And now that I'm performing, it's people that actually come up to me during shows. If I don't perform, they'll be like, "Why you not performing? When's your next show?"
Yeah.
Like, that's what I get now. Or people hit me up on social media. They'll start asking for my flyers, asking where I be at, where can they find my music. So that's more interesting now. So I do got a variety of a fan base now.
yeah, the hard work pays off.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Because so few, well, I'll say not every artist who's dropping stuff digitally, like we were saying, does have that stage experience and the stage presence like you. So
Yeah.
it's always refreshing to know that you've got a few years,
Yeah.
behind you.
Yeah.
Yeah, really, really stacking it up. Because, yeah,
Yeah.
bringing people out to show. I mean, maybe that could even be a thing. Like, so how do you approach, like, inviting somebody to your show? Because some
I
artists...
just send, I don't know, me personally, I just send out my flyers. Like, I'll be like, this is due date for my show. But I'll send it like either a week in advance or days in advance. And then they either tell me their schedule. No, because a lot of my friends know my music. So for the people that don't know my music, my friends is the ones that's going to get them in tune with it. They're
Right.
going to hype up the crowd. They're going to be there. That's the support. If I know some artists don't have that. Like, so I'll say just don't be nervous. Like, because my thing was being nervous was holding the mic and not knowing how to hold it. Like, a lot of hosts and DJs be telling me it is a certain way you hold the mic being an artist. But I ain't know that performing at first.
Yeah.
Right.
But now I do. Like, it's a lot of stuff that comes with it. I ain't gonna lie, but being nervous, I feel like, nah, don't be nervous. Don't even show that you're nervous. Just turn it up. Go hard every time.
Go hard, just turn it up. I love
Yeah.
it. We got to take a break in about 30 seconds.
All right,
We are sitting down with ZaeeCuttz. That's spelled ZaeeCuttz.
yeah, tight.
Instagram at ZaeeCuttz.
Yep.
And yeah, you just look that up, ZaeeCuttz anywhere to find the music, as well as AZ225 on SoundCloud if you want.
Definitely, if you want to hear some of that.
The
Oh,
his
you know,
since
the history.
years,
Paper
decades.
Chasers with a Z_MN, as well as a DogStar podcast on Instagram. We're going to be right back, working through more of the ZaeeCuttz discography here on DogStar. Bow wow.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
Welcome back to DogStar.
We're sitting down with ZaeeCuttz, formerly AZ255.
Now, before we move on, were there any others? Was there a third or fourth previous artist name, even as an 11 or 12-year-old, that you care to reveal?
Nope. Nope. It was only
Moving on.
them two.
No, that's... Or wait, there was one song released as... It was just Zay, I feel like. Is that maybe like a stepping stone to ZaeeCuttz? Because I feel like it just
Recovery.
had...
Oh, Recovery, yeah.
Is just
Yeah.
listed as... But that was like 6
Yeah, that
years
was like
ago.
that was like 6 years ago.
But that was between the AZ era
Right.
and the full
Yeah.
ZaeeCuttz era.
Yeah, you know, had a lot of recoveries.
And then, yeah, to be super, like, blunt, music videos, you do numbers on your music videos. Like, was that, like,
Definitely.
right off the bat that you
No.
noticed that? Or how
No. Like, I ain't know I was doing numbers off my music video till my friends started, like, screenshotting my numbers and my views and comments. And then send it to me like, oh, you just got this. Or it was like, it's like 50, 59. One of them got like, what, 59K views. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
wild.
Stacking.
What was the first music video you did, and why did you decide to have that song be the one that got the first video?
Or was that the only one that was out at the time? Or?
Yeah, it was the only one that's... Recovery was my first... Was it? Yeah, Recovery was my first music video. I did that because they was getting ready to take down my grandma's house. So I wanted a video in front of her house right before they took it away, which they actually did.
That's
As of
huge.
this year, it's a brand new house. But yeah, I wanted to do it before her porch got destroyed and everything, you know, just to have that legacy still there.
The time capsule, yeah.
Yeah.
And that was with Level at the time?
Yep.
Yeah, both that music video and your second music video were done with Level.
Yep. Rubbing off the paint.
Yes,
Yeah, that was a good. That one, I don't know. I just wanted to do a remix to YB in the Mirror song. I heard how he did it, and I liked it, so I wanted to do one too. So that was about it.
That's
That
nice.
was just me playing around with beats at the time, just trying to see how serious I could take it.
Yeah.
And I actually did nice numbers, but once I started working with OG Director Films, that's when it got better, because I got introduced into like celebrities that he's actually done, like recorded and filmed and did music videos for from Chicago. So yeah,
And
I
that
was low key excited.
I mean, I would be too.
Yeah.
And did that collaboration start with Zay Story? Was that the first music video that y'all did?
Yeah, Zay's Story
So
was
dope.
definitely the first music video, and that was also me just basically giving a snippet of my life, basically, in a song.
Very autobiographical.
Yeah, I'm like a little storyteller when I do music, so.
I mean, it's nice to have a theme throughout a song, like it all, you know, and the pack, and it makes it easy, music video a little easier. So it's not like, oh, we're in the hospital in this scene, oh, we're in the hotel this scene, oh, we're in the club this scene. Like, yeah, can have a theme throughout. And then, are you like, do you have an idea of the music video before you do it?
The ones that I have out, some of them, the only idea that I got is the location. I basically try and stand out on all my music videos. Basically, I want to have a location that nobody's done. Nobody's been to in Minnesota, nobody's seen. If you've seen it, you have not done a music video. And I critique it that way. Like, because I watch a lot of Minnesota artists. So it's like, when I see videos, I be like, oh, that's cool, or that's raw. Like, where'd y'all go? That's how I want it to be when you see me. Like, when you see my music videos, that's how it's going to be.
Right, where it's like, no way that's in Minnesota.
Yeah.
But then you find out, oh, wait, that's just 3 blocks away type of thing.
Yeah. So a lot of songs that I do, I just pick it based off locations. But the newer songs that I'm doing now is going to be more of based off visuals, like, you know, movie telling, storytelling. Yeah.
More orchestrated shots.
Yeah.
Cinematic.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah, real movies. It's hard to keep coming back to the numbers thing, but it is. Numbers aren't everything, obviously, but like, was there like a strategy to like get people to go watch it, or?
My strategy was basically like promoting it. Like, a lot of people that I went to school with, they didn't really think I would take it serious, because I have like, a lot of my fans came based from me playing basketball at a younger age. So I got from older to younger people that actually watch or want to hear my music, like little kids all the way up to like people that are older than probably all of us. Like, they want to watch my music videos. They want to see how far I came, anything. So how I just did it was I just promoted every day. I just was promoting. I was sending it to my mom, have her send it out to her friends, or I'll use her phone and share it off her Facebook. That's how I was getting all the views. Like, I have my friends share it. If enough people share it off their Facebook, people see it. And the video shoots that I got, they was already putting out snippets. So if you see a snippet of the video, it's more easier, because then they kind of get a picture of what the video is going to look like. How is it going to look like? Stuff like that.
Gives them a taste.
Yeah.
Something to get excited about.
Yeah, so that's basically, and the people I was working with, they was getting very excited. Plus, they got subscribers and followers too, so it's like
Big
just
time.
adds on.
Yeah. That
So-
that grassroots campaign, you know, not
Yeah.
everyone, excuse me, you can't assume that everyone's going to have listened to it or seen it, and you
Yeah.
just got to keep pushing.
Me personally, my friends always told me, like, As long as they click that link and view it, it's a view. They may not have seen it fully. They may not have listened to it fully. But as long as they click that link, it's definitely a view.
You're teaching a master class.
Exactly. No, for real. So it seems like you've had when you work with somebody, you'll work with them like a handful of times. So it's like Levels you were talking about earlier. OG, the director, another Minnesota videographer. For what are we at here? In the Basement TV. How'd you get tapped in with them? And are you like, how are you finding new videographers?
I know a lot of people. I got, like I said, I got friends I went to school with. My boy Taylor, he do music, and that was one of his first videos. Was In the Basement.
Oh, nice.
But I don't know. I just seen his visual in one of his videos that I liked, and I was doing Take My Hand, which is probably what you're talking about. That was more for my fallen angels, like people that I've lost during me growing up. So if you watch that, it's like literally a lot of people in that video, but I paid tribute to them and their families, and plus, you know, some of them I'm related to them, and some of them I grew up with them. Some of them I went to school with. So that's how I came up with that video specifically.
Yeah, I mean, losing people is as messed up. Was it like health or like suicide or addiction or
Some of them was
like
health.
violence?
Some of them was health. Some of them was violence.
And that's all Minnesota people? And like, that's hard, man.
Yeah.
Losing a lot of people. And then musically, like, I mean, you're talking about violent things in your songs, talking about losing people in your songs. Is there any other outlets in your life that you have for, like, those kind of emotions and stuff, or is it mostly just the music?
Mainly, mainly it's mostly the music, really. It's really the music. Like, when I go through things or I lose people, I go straight to the studio. I just be in the studio. I put it on the mic.
But then it's like the other, you also get, because you're sharing it too. It'd be one thing if you were just going in the booth, recording and never showing anybody.
Yeah.
Doing a mama poetry style.
Yeah, but it all depends on what you say. Like, the stuff I say in my music, yeah, it's a lot of like violence and stuff like that. But I feel like mainly it's telling a story. Like, I don't give you the full graphics, you feel me?
Yeah.
I give you a story.
Right.
When you listen to it, if you close your eyes, you're gonna have a vision. You're gonna have a real vision of what I'm speaking. You're gonna have a real vision that's gonna put yourself in my shoes. Every song that I got, it's a reason, it's a meaning behind it. It's a story. That's all I can tell you. It's literally a story and a part of my life. It's a part of anybody I've been around, anybody I've dealt with. It's that story. That's what story I'm telling at the time.
It's extremely inspirational, to say the
Appreciate it,
least. And
appreciate
we really admire that you're so honest and open with the cretive process. We know
Yeah.
a lot of artists like to keep the mystery. So thank you for
Exactly.
being so open.
Appreciate it.
Have you started making your own beats at all? Because you're doing the engineering, or you still hunt for beats?
I still hunt for beats because I feel like I'm already mixing and mastering my voice and critiquing it to match up with the beat. I just leave the beats to anybody that I find, or YouTube. That's literally where I get my beats, YouTube. Or I do have a couple of beat makers. One of my boys went to ITT Tech, so he does beats. And another one, I can't think of his name right now, but I just recently found him on Instagram. He does beats.
Nice.
So, yeah.
And then what's the, would you rather have the person making the beat like in state and like be able to meet him at least and see what's up? Or is it like no problem really meeting somebody over the internet and maybe never meeting them?
Or from Sweden or something.
I feel like the in person.
Better?
Yeah, because then I could, if I got to critique it or I don't like it, I could have them switch it and change it. I don't got to be on the same topic. And it don't got to sound like everybody else's.
I mean, do you know off the top of your head your favorite Minnesota producer right now? Like, who are you messing with the most right now? Or you still got
Too many
your
to count.
eyes and ears open,
Yeah, I'm still looking. Still
waiting for
looking.
the special
Yeah.
lock in and get the beats
Yeah, because I
previewed
ain't got
first?
no favorite producer or nothing yet out here.
Yeah.
Do you play any instruments, or have you ever wanted to learn an instrument?
I did want to learn piano.
Oh,
Yeah, but I never got a chance to.
hey, not yet.
Not yet, exactly. Maybe you'll need extracurricular or something at the trade school for the barber school stuff. Maybe they got a little
Yeah, a little
boom,
piano.
teach me a little piano, round out the curriculum a little bit. Because
Yeah.
school's dope. How was school for you going through that? Like, you were already, I mean, if you're cutting hair, you got a job. If you're rapping, maybe I don't need this history degree or whatever. Like, were you still locked in with school, or maybe you had to be because of sports and stuff?
School, like what you mean, like college?
High school, college, like what?
High school wise, I really wasn't. I ain't start really like showing people my music in high school. So it was mainly like everybody was linking up with me for basketball sports. I was real cold at that. I didn't pursue it like I wanted to, but
So no sports in college or anything like that? Oh, okay. No, sometimes you gotta grow up, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, I just more so wanted to work
Yep.
and get money for real.
I mean, sometimes you have to. So yeah. That's legit though. And then cutting hair, has that been your main gig? You got other hustles as well?
No, I'm mainly cutting hair, music.
That's
Cutting hair,
so
and
cool.
music. That's literally what I was doing. Cutting hair and music.
Yeah, I could definitely understand why you're excited to go back to school then, because if that's what you're all about, like,
Yeah,
that'll be sweet.
yeah. I want to really take it serious, own something for real.
Aha!
Yeah.
Have the barbershop store combo.
Yeah,
It's all making sense, all coming together.
Yeah.
Studio in the exactly.
The citadel, if you will.
Yeah, the hub, man, the hub. And then you think you'll have your store in the north side? Is that where you're from? Staying
No,
at still?
Yeah. I
That'd be
might.
sweet.
I might.
Or in the
Tight.
Mall of America, you know what I'm saying? Something
Probably-
crazy.
One thing at a time. One thing
Yeah,
at a
probably
time.
just Northtown. I
Oh,
would say
yeah, no.
Northtown, Southdale,
Hey.
outlets.
Yeah,
Start small, end up big.
straight up. I mean, dream big. It seems to, like, whatever you're setting your mind, you're living you've picked your path and you've been on it. So, man, it's
Yeah.
like whatever you decide to do, I feel like is going to go.
We got to take another break in about
Oh,
a
man.
minute. Real quick before we go, I wanted to ask how you manage your time. You're involved in so many
Right.
passionate projects. Again, any advice you'd have to someone who's working to schedule their time better?
Take notes. Get a calendar, a schedule, a real schedule. Put it in your phone. Have it pinned. Make sure you got an alarm set for the days that you need, you can be up on time for real.
No,
So,
that's huge. It's something I think a lot of artists overlook. I just
Yeah.
want to be an artist for art's sake.
Nah.
You got to set
It's-
deadlines. You got
It's
to
work. It's real work. Real promoting, real work. You gotta, yeah.
Well, we're sitting down with the realist ZaeeCuttz here on DogStar.
Tight.
Check out the music. ZaeeCuttz. ZaeeCuttz. ZaeeCuttz everywhere.
You feel me? Tight.
Follow DogStar Podcast at DogStar Podcast.
Check out the collective as well, and check out the old music. On SoundCloud. AZ255.
And PAPERCHASERZ with the Z_MN on Instagram. That's PAPERCHASERZ. We'll be right back with more ZaeeCuttz right here on your favorite show, DogStar. Bow wow.
Oh wow.
Bow wow.
Oh wow.
Welcome back to DogStar.
We're sitting down with ZaeeCuttz.
Tight. Tight.
Going through the discography, we're talking music videos, we're talking SoundCloud,
Talking time management.
Yep.
time management. So I know recently, well, maybe in the last couple months, you like were with a group,
Yeah.
and then was that your first time like trying to team up like that, or have like a bigger team?
Actually, yeah.
If you're able to
was.
talk about it.
Right,
Yeah, I'm able
right.
to talk about it. It's cool though, you know. It was a group that I thought, you know, was something, but you know, it turned out nothing, you know.
Well, what did you hope it was going to be going in?
Music, you know, getting help and critiqued on my music, getting more shows, getting more venues, tour maybe, you know, out of town vibes, you know. Thought it was gonna be that, but it was just drama.
Oofda.
That's
Interesting.
about it.
Hey, but got out of that.
Yeah, you know.
But then it didn't, you know, you weren't like, you know,
Nah, I didn't
never
lose
gonna love
nothing.
again. You went back out, you found another group.
Yeah, you know.
Boom.
Big paper chasers out here, you know. Every club we have on lock, hostings, venues, all that. We got models, we got piercings, we got artists, we got cameraman. We got a lot in our group.
Everything under one roof.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And all local?
Yes.
Or across the nation?
Local.
Oh, I love it.
Local.
I love it.
Building a local team and changing the world. That's Paper Chasers with a Z on
Yeah,
Instagram.
with a Z.
PaperChasers_MN.
And if you see a lot of these cards in the club, y'all just know it's us.
Y'all
know
know
what the
you
deal is.
you just missed them.
Yeah,
Yeah, you just missed us. You just missed us.
venue owners and promoters.
You know.
That's the go-to one-stop shop. Turn your night into something special for sure.
Definitely turn the
And
boots
what
up.
so now, and this is working out good, I should
Yes.
say. You're,
Less
you're
drama.
happy.
You see the smile on
Less-
my face. Yes. You know.
That's what's up. And then
Yeah.
you were talking about getting feedback being one of the main reasons you wanted to work in a group. Were you,
Yeah, like, you know.
is it tough getting feedback from other places or?
Yeah, like when it came to like booking shows, a lot of when I started, a lot of people wasn't really trying to because they didn't know who I was, you know,
Right.
'cause I was just coming out. So I needed like help with that. So when I first got into Cutthroat, I thought like I was gonna get help, like, you know, managing wise, and I didn't get that, you know, push as an artist, you know. More so when I got into Paper Chasers, it's a push, you know, it's work, it's promoting. And not only just Paper Chasers itself, you're promoting yourself. I'm an artist, so like I ain't pushed myself this hard since I first started. So I'm pushed. I'm literally doing what I need to do, especially being a Paper Chasers. We literally out here for real.
Every day, yeah.
Yeah, promoting.
Working hard and getting people out to shows actually is the
Yes.
thing I keep hearing where it's
Yes.
like you could be at the club every night, but if you're not bringing people with you, it's like
Yeah.
that's not really.
Yeah. If you could be at the club every night, but every night you could be at the club every night. But if you're not bringing nobody with you, then what is you doing?
Exactly.
Like you're either bored or you're not doing it right. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, exactly. Partying with yourself is only cute for a little bit, and then it just
Yeah,
gets a little
couple
sad.
hours.
Come on.
You know.
I mean, Paper Chasers might need to do a seminar or something just to get everybody or get all the artists in Minnesota on the same page. 'Cause
Right.
It's like we could be, you know, we can have as many shows as we want. We can have all the rooms full, but it's like each artist gonna have to do at least something to bring people out.
Yeah, promoting. If you don't promote yourself, you not gonna have people that support you if they don't know you. If they don't know your music, if you don't have nobody out supporting you yourself, and you're new, then it's like you're not doing it right. I'm sorry, but you're not doing it right. I thought I was doing it right. I wasn't doing it right at first. Now look at me. Promotion is everything. Literally, if you don't push yourself and your hobbies or whatever you do in your spare time, you're not getting yourself out there. Like if you sell hair or lashes and stuff, you're not getting yourself out there. If you're not promoting.
What do you think's holding some people back from promoting
They
themselves more?
scared. What I've heard, which is from a lot of people I know, they be scared of the advice, the critique, the words of wisdom that some people have for them. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I was like that when I first started as an artist. I didn't like hearing advice on my music or I didn't like hearing different people critique stuff. I would get mad, frustrated, because it is frustrating as an artist doing everything yourself. It's frustrating, but if you're gonna grow, so just listen. Have an open mind. Have ears open. Like just listen. If you listen, I'm telling you, you'll go real far.
And then yeah, you could be like, hey, I listened to what you told me last time. Listen to the new stuff.
Yeah,
you know,
because
keep them coming back.
That's definitely me. Every time somebody tell me something, just like now, like I just did a song recently, I just listen to what people say. Like people are telling me to have more energy in my music. And that's one. And I don't like hearing that a lot because I do my music every time, you know.
Right.
But me just listening and actually sitting back listening to the songs, yeah, you gotta have energy. Because I ain't gonna lie, when I perform, I have that energy. But when you sit back and listen to your own music, you can hear it. You ain't got the energy. So, you know, I got back in the booth, got more energized, and they love it now.
And since you've been performing the last few years now, are you, like, would you say you're recording different now that you know that it's got to be performed on stage? Like, is it a different...
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, yeah. It had to be because hosts and DJs, they'll critique your music too. Like, they'll tell you if your song, like your voice itself, with them playing the beat behind it, because they have a keypad basically. They can mix your songs too while it's playing.
Right.
So they can hear the difference, especially if they've been DJing for a long time, hosting for a long time. They can hear the difference, and it's what the crowd hears too. So yeah, I had a couple of songs that my voice was lower than the beat, and a lot of times they had to turn it up. Without me knowing. They won't tell me until like the ending.
Right.
So
half of it was this way, half of it was the other way. You
Yeah.
don't find out till you're done.
yeah, but it gave me an insight. Like I had to match my voice with the beat more. I had to really critique it. I had to really look into it, look it up. Sometimes it is a lot of YouTube, looking it up, figuring out how to do this and that. And other times I'll call somebody up, like a producer I may used to know or may still got contact with, call them up, get help if I can. If not, it's a lot of YouTube videos. Really doing everything myself for real. A lot of people want me to get out the habit and go to studios, but me personally, I want to be more than just an artist. I want to be more than just on the mic within itself, you know.
Being
I
on
could-
tour.
Yeah, I could be doing both. I could do both. I've done it before. Like, I've recorded other artists' music, but I get better doing mine because I know my own sound. I know my voice.
Yeah.
But the better and better I get, watch. I be doing some
Open
local
up.
artists.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's so awesome. What can you tell us briefly about the project Evil Twin
Briefly,
back in 2021?
really, it was just me and my cousin. We was just at my mom's house, and we was like, he does music for real. He taught me how to freestyle, like in front of everybody, get that butterfly feeling out.
Whoa.
So we was just playing around in my mom's crib, and we was like, hey, let's do a mixtape. This is my first time having a studio. Like, let's do a mixtape. We did it within 2 days.
I was gonna say, yeah. You got
Literally.
that, like,
Yeah, it was within
Locked
2
in.
days. A lot of songs, I ain't gonna lie, I wish could have got done better, could have had better bars. But actually, on United Masters, because that's where I put my music at, a lot of different states and countries, 305 Capper was one of the top songs. That was by me personally. A couple of our features, like Final Warning, which is by NLE Chopper, we did a remix to that. Actually, that was done at Trap City Studio. Their first time going to the studio, so I brought them there. I paid for the session. So
Sick.
that was actually a #2 song on United Masters.
Cool.
So actually, people were messing with the mixtape. They liked it. A lot of our friends, yeah. We split it up. I had 3 singles. He had 3 singles. The rest, we were together.
That's awesome.
I just wanted to put his sound out there so I could get him out there too.
Yeah.
He's been rapping longer than me, so it was only right.
yeah.
Is he still making music?
Yeah, he's been pushing me to get him in the stew. I haven't got him in the stew yet because I've been booked and busy, but
Hey.
yeah, I'm gonna get him in real soon. Like I said, it's surprises coming on. I got him in the vault right now. Tell you.
And then a year later, on your birthday,
Yeah,
Me Versus Me.
yeah.
What can you tell us about that project? 6 tracks.
That was just literally me versus me at the time. I was going through a lot of stuff, deaths of a lot of friends going at once in that 1 year. So I put a me versus me. It was the good side and the bad side. So I put that all out on the track, gave y'all snippets and parts.
And will you ever revisit that music when you're not performing or rehearsing?
I do all the time.
Okay.
Literally all the songs that you name, all the old history, I know them by heart. Literally. I like my music a lot. So the ones back in the day, I'd be like, dang, I always sounded like a little kid. But the ones now, it's like, you getting better and better. You saying more bars, you getting more lyrics in. You getting better and better. That's all I can say.
The progress, yeah. I mean, you seem like you're not a stranger to like wanting to get better and knowing that you need feedback to get better.
Right.
How do you
Keeping the
stay in
open
that
mind.
habit and like mindset every day? Do you have it like written down somewhere? Because it's like I feel like it's easy to forget that.
Little quotes I be seeing on social media. And then, of course, my family with the PAPERCHASERZ, they give me motivation every morning. We got a couple people in the group that does motivation, like either quotes or, just something to go about our day every day. So
love
it's
that.
something to really uplift the team and give us motivation, especially whether it's good or bad. You don't know what a person might wake up to. They could be mad that day, but seeing it, it'd be like, okay, this is what I need to do.
I've never heard of it. Maybe the CMO, the Chief Motivation Officer.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's huge. Yeah, good to stay on the same page and stay positive. I know you guys would have just done the stream, 24-hour stream.
Yeah,
You guys are doing all sorts of crazy stuff. Is there anything this spring or summer that we should keep our eyes out for PAPERCHASER-wise?
That you're legally allowed to
Yeah,
talk about.
exactly.
We got some exclusive summer vibes coming up soon to be determined.
Okay.
That's all I can tell y'all.
That's all you can tell us.
But yeah.
Any flyers that the PAPERCHASERZ are posting, that's the place to be that night.
I ain't gonna lie. If you go to the PAPERCHASERZ page, follow them on Instagram. You're gonna find out where every event is, what we're doing. Link will be in the bio. So yeah, and we'll be promoting it. You'll see it. You'll see it on everybody's social media.
And we had discussed your journey of music video directors always being open to working with someone new. Are there any music video shoots coming up? Or again, I might be prying too much.
Yes, actually, there is one coming up before 420. In the air by Shutter Smoke Studios and Six Media.
Cool.
So I'm gonna be doing a visual to that. And I got a couple more songs after. Probably coming up June, July. I know for sure I'm gonna have one in June. I don't got the date yet, but the first week of June for sure.
And then
That's so exciting.
I know you've done a few projects, and then lately it's more, I would say, like single music video, like combos when you're dropping stuff. Any like big projects, or do you think that's still kind of the route, like single visuals?
To just keep promoting the song at a time.
Yeah, keep promoting the song every time, but I will be having big projects. I actually do have a album I'm finna drop.
Exclusive.
Yeah, I got an album I'm finna drop. Just give me 2 months. 2 months, and I'm gonna drop it in 2 months.
Let's go.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's what I like to hear. The one videographer that I guess we didn't talk about, is it Keo Visions?
KO Visions.
KO Visions.
Yeah, that's my boy.
Okay, he's been killing like 5 times in a row.
Yeah, that's
In a
my
row.
boy. We actually went to school together. I had recently found out he went to college for doing the video. Being a
Videographer?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
sick.
Yeah,
Perfect.
So he had just hit me up actually on Instagram and was like, I want to shoot one of your music videos.
No way.
But at the time when he said it, he didn't have nothing dropped.
Right.
He wanted me to be his first drop. But I wanted to critique his music videos.
Right, see how he works.
So I let him go for like couple months. A year went by, and then I finally worked with him because he had like different people. And actually, he did it differently with me every time because I had like basically we was like critiquing each other. Like I wanted it done a certain way. He'll go back and edit it and stuff a different way. So yeah.
And at this point, do y'all have like a shorthand or, you obviously work well together. Do you think you'll work with them in the future?
Yeah, actually, I got some visuals coming up with him.
Oh, okay.
He just out of town right now doing music videos himself.
I love
He
that.
actually just got in tune with a new celebrity. So
Hey.
this is his first time working with a celebrity, so I can't wait to see that and put that out there. But yeah, we do got some visuals, songs. I got a lot of songs in the vault right now. So you guys will be hearing and seeing from me a lot.
Oh, as fans, we love to hear that, and we look forward to seeing the myriad of drops in
Yeah.
the next year and beyond.
Yeah, for sure.
Believe it or not, there's like 1 minute and 30 seconds left
Oh, no.
of time. Any shout outs you want to do quick?
Big shout out to Paper Chasers, you feel me?
Yes.
That's the major shout out, you know. Shout out to all the hosts and shows I do. Shout out to all my fans and shout out my mom and my daughter.
That's
But
what's up.
other than that, nah.
ZaeeCuttz everywhere.
Ty,
Everywhere.
all platforms, you know. You can find me everywhere.
ZaeeCuttz. ZaeeCuttz.
Definitely.
Keep your eyes peeled for all the drops the rest of 2025 into 2026.
Yeah.
Any event Paper Chasers is part of, sounds like that's the place to be.
It is.
PaperChasers_MN. Again, that's with a Z.
And follow us, DogStar Podcast, YouTube, Spotify, anywhere you get your podcasts.
and
Check
y'all
out-
see these cards anywhere. Y'all know we was there.
Exactly. ask where ZaeeCuttz is if you see those cards.
Well, thank you
Hello.
so much again for joining us today.
Tight.
Keep doing what you're doing. Keep up the great work. We're honored to have gotten so much time picking your brain.
Appreciate it.
Until next time, this is DogStar. Bow wow.
Bow wow.